Tonight we report on why the Nathan Brooks trial is staying in Grant County, and local law enforcement holds its annual Shop with a Cop event. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. The Running Vikes are hosting the Big Bend Crossover Tournament, and Moses Lake Bowling rolls past Sunnyside. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Well, I hope you have the umbrella ready because lots of moisture coming in overnight tonight through the first half of Friday, then a break, more coming in for Saturday. All the details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on Ifiber One News.
From the Ifiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is Ifiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is Ifiber One News, and it starts now.
Quincy residents may be fined if criminal activity continually occurs on their property. The City Council approved the chronic nuisance ordinance at its last meeting. The ordinance allows the city to fine property owners if the people living on the property continually violate the law. This means if someone on the property violates one of 20 groups of rules 3 times within a 180-day period, the person in charge of the property faces a $100 fine and possibly could have to pay the city to remove the problem. If the problem continues, the person could face a $250 fine. The violations include drug-related activity, simple assault, intimidating phone calls, or disorderly conduct. The city began working on adding the rules following a pair of murders in 2011. The council members didn't discuss the ordinance except to vote for approval. A judge ruled Wednesday the attorneys in the Nathan Brooks trial should be able to find an impartial jury in Grant County. Reporter Cameron Probert has the details.
Nathan Brooks' trial is staying in Grant County. Visiting Douglas County Superior Court Judge John Hotchkiss decided the media coverage of the 16-year-old's case wasn't enough to move the trial. Brooks is facing 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree in Grant County Superior Court. He is accused of shooting his parents while they were sleeping in their Moses Lake home in 2013. Defense attorney Brian Quinn argued the news coverage around the allegations tainted the potential jury pool. Pointed out the case has been covered by all the major media outlets in Grant County, including Ifiber One News. Deputy Prosecutor Stephen Johnson responded by saying the articles published about the case aren't enough to show Brooks can't get a fair trial. The majority of the coverage occurred at the time of the alleged incident and the hearing to determine whether Brooks could be tried as an adult. Hotchkiss said he believed the attorneys could find an impartial jury in Grant County. For Ifiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Quincy children are required to wear helmets when they're riding bicycles in the city. The City Council unanimously approved an ordinance requiring anyone 17 years old or younger to wear a helmet when riding a bicycle. The new rule requires anyone renting, leasing, or loaning a bicycle to provide an approved helmet to children using the bicycle. Stores are required to make sure the bicycle helmets they carry meet the standards set by the American National Standards Institute, the Snell Foundation, or the American Society for Testing and Materials. Any child caught not wearing a helmet will be warned, and the city will provide a helmet according to the ordinance. If the child is caught a second time without the helmet, the child or guardian has to attend a bicycle safety class. The council members didn't discuss the rules during the meeting. New streetlights in downtown Soap Lake were turned on for the first time Wednesday night. The lights are part of the downtown revitalization project. Reporter Jeff Chu has more.
Soap Lake Mayor Raymond Gravel at Wednesday night's City Council meeting invited everyone to check out the new downtown streetlights installed this week. They were switched on for the first time Wednesday night, and business owners downtown immediately noticed an improvement in lighting. The double-arched lights with more stylishly designed poles were chosen by the late Soap Lake arts advocate Brent Blake, who died in September 2013 of leukemia. Blake was a member of the Downtown Renovation Steering Committee that helped redesign Soap Lake's Main Avenue and Division Streets with new, wider sidewalks, landscape beds, and a flagpole at the top of the hill by the library. I'm Jeff Chu for Ifiber One News.
Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back after a short break.